Sauce on me. I got drip. Flood the rest. It's homage to the.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Aneke. How y'all doing or whatever? How y'all doing or whatever? Hey. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aneke here on Aneke Budgets, and on here we do cash and budget and paying off for that and minor business, not necessarily in them for orders. So if that is something that you are interested in, baby, come on over here because we would love to have you. But yeah, as you guys can see, I am doing a budget with me for this extra income, baby. Okay, so no shade, no tea. Let's get into the video. Okay, beautiful people, so I've zoomed y'all in because today is 8th November 2024, which means that we are a month and 3 weeks from the year ending. But baby, okay, we gonna make it, because child, that's crazy, but it's cool. It's cool. Now, if you have never budgeted before and it's your first time budgeting, child, let me help you through this. Let's, work this out together. It's super simple, super easy, but baby, it does take work and continuous consistency. That's the word, not continuous, but consistency. So for me, right, I am doing a budget of additional income. So this additional income that we are working with is, girl, you need a pen to be $468 flat. So $468 flat is what we're gonna do for my income source and the additional amount that I have. And so my total that I'm gonna be working with, what I'm budgeting, is $468. Boom. Love to see it. So this is my budget sheet that I created, and so it has my expenses on here, which is basically my bills. Okay, can you pay my bills? Come on. Cash envelopes down here, my sinking funds, additional savings, and additional debt, and then the categories themselves. So first things first, you figure out what your income is, how much money you're working with, right? The next thing you do is you go down to your bills and expenses. What are you going to be paying for in the time frame of this check? Now, this is the second week of the month, so whatever bills you see coming up from the 8th through the 15th, I think it is. No, the 8th through the 14th. Then you figure out, hey, I need to keep this money in the bank to pay for this. So for this paycheck, I don't have any bills that is going to be paid with it. Thank you, God. So we're just going to do the normal, which is my tithes right here. And I do 10%. And so this is $468. So 10% of that is going to be 46.8. And so I'm going to do 47 because I always round up. So budget is 47, and then we're gonna do a quick, you feel me, 468 minus 47, and so that leaves me with 421 to work with. So now in my total down here, I'm gonna put that the total amount for the expenses, as you guys can see up top, is $47. That's total. And so 468 minus my 447, which is my total, leaves me with that 421. So I have $421 to do whatever the good Lord is blessing me with to do. So now I'm going to move down to my cash envelope section. If you've never done cash envelopes, baby, it is okay. It is easy. It is simple. I got you. Listen to me. So cash envelopes are basically your revolving money. Okay, this is what you use to buy groceries, to pay for gas, to pay for your toiletries, household goods, stuff like those. My cash envelopes that I use is my groceries, my gas, my household, which pays for anything like laundry detergent and any of those, allowance, because sometimes even in a budget you gotta have a little change, or you feel me. Toiletries, which is to buy things like, for me as a woman, sanitary napkins, because those are essential too. Listen, baby, okay, essential. I remember growing up without having them, and if you have never been through the struggle, tell me about a toilet paper, the brown part, and then you wrap it around newspaper, and then you wrap around toilet paper on top of that. Baby, I've been through it. So I tell you, this budget is necessary for those. Yep. Shout out to my mama, because I'm telling you, she a real one. She come through, mama, every time. But anyways, been through the struggle. We're not gonna do that again. So because that is something important to me, gotta keep that toiletry on deck. You feel me? I'm bars, I'm rhyming. Get with it. So I have toiletries, and then I have hair care. Okay, this curly strands is not gonna curl and keep themselves curly and conditioned by themselves. especially conditioner, child. Y'all, I was in a store and I was looking at conditioner. I don't remember. I think it was like Diva Curls. I don't remember who the brand was. I think, but that junk said $47. I said the devil is a lie. Okay, I would go ahead and mix me some mayonnaise, put some honey in it, some something before I pay this $47. That don't make no sense. The Lord. Okay, but anyways, those are my cash envelopes. So every week I could be spending it, you know, but they are revolving, right? Compared to my sinking funds over here, which we haven't gotten there yet, but we will. They are my long-term goals, or you know, my once a year kind of thing, stuff like that. So like emergency fund, which I'll be hoping for no emergencies, but we're gonna be prepped and prepared just in case, you feel me? Then travel, clothing. I don't need all that clothing, you feel me? But if I do want to get me a little voo step out, okay, then I can get that. My family birthday, because there's birthday happening every single month except like 2, child. So family birthdays, but things like those, you feel me? They're long term, but they have specific purposes, and then you know you can use them. So that is my sinking funds, but we're going to shift back down to my cash envelope so we can go through and see how I'm going to break down the money that I'm going to put in here. So for me, groceries, I am going to do $150. I think 150 is actually a little too much. Like I think that might be a little too much. I am going to put $100. Let's do that. Let's do $100. 150 is too much, and the reason I say it's too much is because I just put like $150 in my groceries like a week before, and this is what you will do, y'all. You will see, hey, I just bought groceries. I have grocery money for a week, and then when's my next paycheck, which is then next week, you feel me? So it doesn't make sense for me to have so much money when I have extra money that's gonna come in, and then I can put that towards this, basically put that towards me. Girl, I just blanked. It doesn't make sense for me to put all this extra money in there when I'm going to have a next paycheck that I can use to put money in groceries for that week. That is going to be when I get that paycheck. So hopefully that helps and breaks it down for you and is doing what needs to be done in the connection part. Okay, so next is my gas, which for me is transportation, because right now I don't have a vehicle, but I still use taxis and stuff like that. So transportation, so I do want to put a $5 bill because I don't use a lot for transportation, but you know, if your girl needs a little change, she would like to have it. So that is that. Next is household. I don't know what I'm missing, but I know I'm missing something. So I'm going to give it $10 because you never know, child. You never know. Then allowance, I'm going to give myself $10. Toiletries, I'm going to give myself... What I got in toiletries? Hold on, let me see how rich I am. So this is my cash envelope binder. I just want to see real quick how rich I am in toiletries and see if I really need it or... So 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, $31 in toiletries. You know, I buy me a little deodorant here or there. Am I really... I'm gonna put me a $5 bill in toiletries because I really don't need that much in there. I got $31. That gonna make it $36 with the $5 bill. So that's cool. And then I'm gonna put a 20 in here, Care, because baby, like I said, your girl, she gonna needs it. So last time someone asked me, because I told them my little recipe for washing clothes, which was like your laundry detergent, baking soda, white vinegar, and then your BDBs, you know. And it was like, girl, where you find that on? Instagram, YouTube and Instagram, everybody got all the answers, child. So they told me that, and I wanted an alternative because while I loved me, you know, that's $150. Okay, that's cute. While I loved me a cute little game scented, you know, softener or whatever, baby child, I could not afford this $15, $12 softener or whatever all the time. So I needed alternatives, and my clothes still came out smelling bomb using all of those things. So yeah, I just kept with it, and so that is how we got here. So in my cash envelope, that's a side quest of a story, ain't it? But in my cash envelopes, I did $150. So we're going to subtract that from the $421 we have here. So it's $421 minus $150. So now I have $271, and we are going to put that as my remaining. Boom. And then we are now going to move into my sinking funds, which is cute. So $271 is over here, and I'm feeling the like $71 energy. So let's see, let's do emergency fund. Let's do a 50, because you know, if shit is the fan, we want to at least be a little bit prepared. My birthday, let's do a $10 bill. Travel, let's do a 5. Clothing, let's do a 10. Family birthday, who do I have coming up? I don't really have anybody coming up for family birthday, so we're not gonna put no, let me put $1 in here. Let me put $1. Home maintenance, let me put $1. Mortgage, let me put $1. And then car maintenance, let me put 5. And then car insurance, I'm gonna put 10. Let's do that. So how much is this right here? So 50 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 10. So that's $93 in total that this is right here. And so 271, so my remainder was 271 minus $93 leaves me with 178. So for my remainder right there, we're going to do 178. Now before I move on, I do want to talk about like how I broke up my sinking funds, because some of you might be like, girl, I don't understand why you chose the number you chose, like explain to us. So here's my explanation. Emergency fund for me is like big Kishida, hello, let me in, okay? I'm coming through the door, kicking down the door. My birthday, I do have a couple more months before that happens, so I put $10, which is like decent amount, but not too much, but not too little. Travel is $5. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be traveling, so I put something in there just in case that happens, but if it doesn't, that's fine. Clothing, I do want to get some stuff, so I did put some money in clothing, and so that is how we got here and that. Family birthday, you guys heard my thought about that. I don't really have birthday coming up, so I put $1. Home maintenance, I don't really have any home maintenance coming up, so I did put $1. Mortgage is the same thing. We're going up to $13.20, so that's cool. And then car maintenance, I don't have a car right now, but I did want to make sure that I do have about 6 or 7 months here at my duty location before I have to leave again to go to my next duty location, and then I will have to buy a car, I will have to do car maintenance, and I will have to do car insurance. So because I don't know what car insurance would be, and I don't know what maintenance will be, because I am going to be buying a used car at my next duty location. It's just a fun fact. I am planning for those, and so that's why they got 5 and 10 versus these one that got 3. And you know, 10, 5, 10, and 50. So that's how you do it. You see where things, you know, flow, what you're trying to do, like what's your future goals, like, 'cause you see the plan, you know the vision for your money, you know the vision of what you're gonna need to pay, you know you're gonna have to pay this insurance, this car insurance every 6 months, and it's like $700. So you start planning, you know, let's do $600 just to make it easier. So you know every 6 months you're gonna have to pay the $600. You divide this by 100, and so you know you have 6, or you divide the 600 by 6, and so you know you have to pay $100 every month. So when the 6th month comes around, you're at 600 and you're good, and you just pay it and move on, and then you just start over again. So that's the same thing that I'm doing with these sinking funds. Where is this, when is this gonna like come through, where's this money gonna come from, and then boom bada bang, work it out, you feel me? And so this is what floated my boat and how we got here. Now we're going to move down to my additional savings, which has my saving challenges, and we're just going to put the rest of the 178 in my saving challenges, which leaves me a total with 178, and then nothing remaining, nothing to additional debt. So that's boom and boom. And then categories I'm going to fill out. So for my income source, I did have $468. My expenses was $47. My cash envelopes was $150. My sinking funds was $93. My additional savings was $178, and then my additional debt was nothing, and that left me with $0.00. So this is how I am budgeting my money. Okay, hopefully this was like in-depth explanation. You liked it, you love it. I'm living for it. I like the way this money is coming out, this budget is coming out, you feel me? I like all the things. So if you did too, just make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then leave your comments down below. But I do have a previous video that I did about cash stuffing, and so I do have that up on the screen. So if you do want to watch that video, go ahead and watch it, and this is what it is, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.